All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how we're going to set things up for your final project in Illustrator. Again, you can go to our homepage, go down and click this link. Here's a tutorial as well. This is just to set it up. So actually, we're doing just this section right here. Again, I'm going to kind of skip over these student examples because I'm just here to show you how to set up your document for your rough draft. Okay, so in this section, you'll be creating your composition for our final Illustrator project. First thing you want to do is download your image. I highly suggest going to unsplash.com to find a high quality photo. Next, you're going to, and this is a little different than what we've done before, create a new document in Photoshop. Under the template panel, select photo and then portrait 8 by 10, making sure that the resolution is 300. So let's just concentrate on that one today. So unsplash.com has a ton of different photographs that are royalty free and quite beautiful. So I would stick with probably people, perhaps animals, things like that. What you're looking for is an image where the subject is prominent. So like if you look at this person right here, I would say, you could crop it so that really what you're seeing is just basically her face, kind of like what you saw with Marilyn Monroe, right? So this example right here, although this is a really beautiful photo, I don't think it would be a good choice for this project. The reason being, it's in black and white. We have all of this right here, which seems to be the same colored gray, and you can't even see the person. So I don't know if it would read well in that regard. Okay, so let's go to animals and kind of talk about that. So if we look, oh, sorry, my computer's being really slow. If we look at this image of the cat, right? It's adorable. It's a great photo, but our subject is really far away, right? We have all this background. So I don't think that this would be probably the best image to choose. But if we go down a little bit further, like this would be a good choice, right? Because our subject is really prominent. It takes over most of the composition. So again, really be thoughtful in the choice of the image that you're going to use. Make sure that it's colorful, right? There's a lot of variety in colors, and make sure that your subject is going to be prominent in that. Okay. So I actually already have my image selected. So then next it says for us to open up Photoshop. We're going to create a new document. So again, Photoshop, that's a little different than what we're used to. So under the template panel, select photo and then portrait 8 by 10. So again, if I go back over here, new file, and this is the template area I was talking about. So photo, you might not immediately see that, but it gives you the option to view all. And we're going to go down here to portrait, click that guy here. Again, you can change the orientation to meet whatever composition that you have or what photo, whatever works best for you. The resolution's at 300. And I'm going to title this image and then my name, right? So what I'm looking for when I open up your rough draft or your idea or your subject, making sure that you got this size correct. I'm making sure that you're able to label your document correct. Go to create. All right, perfect. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. Let's see what our next step is. It says open your image in, that should say it, but that's okay. You get the idea, right? Open your image in Photoshop and then copy and paste your image onto your blank document. All righty. So again, we're going back here, right? Going to File, Open. Might take a second here. Let's try quick access to see what's going on. All right. Might take a second here thinking about it. All right, so here's the image that I chose. I think it's adorable. Obviously, she is she's prominent in this, oh my goodness. Sorry, that threw me off. First thing I want to do, I want to go over here to layers. I want to unlock that layer, right? Next, I'm going to hit Control A, which means select all. Now you can see those like marching ants around there, right? Next, what I want to do is I want to hit Control and C for copy. Alrighty. Well, I'm just going to get rid of this document now because we've already copied it. Going back over here to our image with our name, and I'm going to hit Control V for paste. And it's going to take its sweet time, of course, because, you know, why not? Alrighty. Hopefully it doesn't crash, goodness sakes. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your composition the way that you want it, right? So again, I'm looking out here, and it looks like my image is larger than my canvas size, right? So if I want to scale it down, I'm going to hit Control P for transform. Now you got that blue box around it, right? I can scale it down the way I want it to. Make sure that you are covering, whoops, again, computer's getting a little glitchy here. Make sure that your image covers the entire canvas, right? There's no white or no background left behind. Another thing that I want to make sure is that, again, my subject is prominent in here, right? And I'm going to double click on layer 1 and title it image. Click. So I have it perfect. Beautiful. Here's a fair warning. Make sure that your composition is the way that you want it to. Because if you go beyond this, it's going to be nearly impossible to change it. So be really vigilant about the way you want it to look in the end. Okay. Last thing you want to do is you want to go to File, and you're going to do this twice, just a little bit different. The first time that you're going to go to Save As, you are going to save it onto your computer, of course. That's going to take some time. You want to save it as a Photoshop PSD. This is what usually Photoshop will default and this is the file that you are going to continue to work on. Again, push save. Now, to submit onto Canvas, what I want you to do and go to File, Save As, and then right down here it says Save As Type. And you want to do it as a PDF file. That's what you're going to use to submit onto, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions, onto Canvas. Make sure that I talk with you about your idea before you start moving forward. The reason being is I want to make sure that your image really works for this process and that you're not taking on too much or too little for this project, okay? So again, before you start moving forward, make sure that you talk to me about your rough draft, okay? It's very, very important that we follow these steps because they're kind of finicky and pretty precise. All right. I hope that helps. Good luck.